Exercise 10.1 Problem 2 Division 3 Solution. Solve the equation x minus 5 into x minus 1 equal to 0 graphically. We are supposed to solve it graphically. So to solve graphically, what we should have? We have to have x and y values, right? So what we'll do is that we'll equate this to y, right? So let's simplify this. So x minus 5 into x minus 1 is x squared minus 5x, and then minus x and plus 5, so that becomes x square minus 6x plus 5 equal to 0, or let's take it as y equal to x square minus 6x plus 5. Unless you have y, we will not be able to plot it, right? So we'll have to convert it into this function in terms of y. That is one thing. But the next thing is that we'll have to find the range. But you know, you can easily find from this equation. A product of 2 is equal to 0. So either one of them is 0. So x minus y is 0 means you'll get x equal to 5. Or when this is 0, you'll get x equal to 1. Which means the roots are x equal to 5 and x equal to 1. So which means our normal range, which we take minus 3, x is equal to minus 3 to 3, will not work. We have to encompass these two values. So which means we have to have x values up to 6, and maybe on the negative value you don't need to go up to minus 6, maybe minus 1 will do, right? So let's do the table. So that's what I've done here. I've taken x from minus 1 to ranging up to 6 because I want to include these 2 points. These are the two roots, right? Okay, the other root is x is equal to 1. So these are the roots which I need to include. So that's the reason I've changed the normal range of minus 3 to 3. So here it is minus 1 to 6 because we want to include the two roots of x, which is x equal to 1 and x equal to 5. Next, the remaining things we'll have to put it down. So the function is y equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. So the first row, the second row will be x squared, the third row will be minus 6x, and the fourth row will be 5. And 5 you can write into all the cells because it's a constant which needs to be added. Right, now next is you can start filling up. Minus 1 square is 1 because this is x square, right? 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. Similarly, fill the remaining cells. And this row is minus 6x, that is minus 6 into the x value. So minus 6 into minus 1 is 6, minus 6 into 0 is 0, minus 6 into 1 is minus 6, minus 6 into 12 is minus 12, minus 6 into 3 is minus 18, and so on. You can fill it up. Then as I told you, this is the constant. So you can fill up all the cells in this row at 5. Okay, constant in addition. Now, how will you get y? Y is x square minus 3x minus 10. That is x square minus, it's not minus 3x. I'm sorry, I think I'm carrying it forward from the previous problem. So this is 6x. Okay, and this is plus 5. Okay, this is a problem with taking the previous problem and working it out. So y is x square minus xx plus 5. So basically we just need to add these 3. So that is 1 plus 6, 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5, and 1 minus 6 is minus 5, minus 5 plus 5 is 0. Like that you add all these 3 columns or 3 cells and put it down here, right? So you'll be able to get the values of y. Now let's look at the range. The range is for x it's varying from minus 1 to 6. So we can have the as usual, the 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit for x-axis because 6 minus of minus 1. So you need only a difference. This is 7. 7 is the difference. But now let's take the y-axis. Y-axis is 12 is the highest and minus 4. So which means we need to have 12 minus of minus 4, that is 16 units. So it's better to have 1 centimeter equal to 2 unit. So the y-axis scale is 1 centimeter equal to 2 unit, and x-axis is the same, 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Now let's put all the points together. Points are minus 1, 12, 0, 5, that is the x value and the y value, right? 1 and 0, 2 and minus 3, and so on. So we have the complete set of points. So what's the next step? We'll have to draw our x-axis and y-axis and number them. Okay, so we have the x-axis and y-axis. Before that, please see that y is extending both in the negative as well as in the positive. You have negative values of y as well as positive values of y. So we'll have to put equal numbers on both x and y. But whereas for x, it is from -1 to 6, it is more towards the positive side. Okay. But anyway, to be following the same practice, I've extended from -8 to 8 on the x-axis, and on the y-axis it is -16 to 16 because we have 12. So I want to have at least 2 units above, so it is up to 16. And here, if you want, you can stop it at -10 itself. It's up to you. Just 2 units down the lowest value. The lowest value is -4. So -4 means y is 2 centimeters, right? 1 centimeter is 2 units. So -6 -10 could have done, but I've just extended to -16 to make it look even. Now we have the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, x-axis 1 unit is 1 centimeter is 1 unit, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this side is -1, -2, -3, and on the y-axis 1 centimeter is 2 units, so it will be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on and goes on. See on the negative 0, -2, -4, -6, -8 and goes on. Now we'll have to plot the points. So -1, 12, x equal to -1, y equal to 12. So x is equal to -1, y is equal to 12. So go horizontal in this direction, and from -1 go up, so they intersect at this point. So this is -1, 12. Next is 0, 5. X is 0, so x is 0 means, so this is the point, and y is 5, so it's a midpoint of this. On your graph you will be able to mark it, that is a midpoint, so that is 5, right? So we come down, so this is our point, 0, 5, and this is x is equal to 1, 0, x is equal to 1, y is 0, so this is point. And let's take this point, 4 and 3, x is equal to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and y is equal to -3. So -3 is 0 to 4, so this midpoint here. So you come along the horizontal and along this 3 and vertically down from 4, it meets at one point, that is 4 -3. Like that you can plot all the remaining points. And then what you have to do, you have to join all the points using you by a thin and a light line. After that, once that is done, use your free hand and convert that into a smooth curve. Please make sure the first line is very thin and very light, and you connect the points using a scale, so you get a straight line. Then use your free hand and connect them and make it darker, and at the same time smoothening the curve. Okay, so this is how you will get. And write the equation, the function, that is y equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5 on the graph, because we want to know what is the what this graph represents. The graph represents y equal to x squared minus 6x plus 5. Now, to find the roots, you have to find where the graph cuts the x-axis, that is y equal to 0. So it cuts at this point and at this point. So the roots of the graph is x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 5. Okay, so the curve intersects the x-axis, that is y equal to 0 at the points 1, 0 and 5, 0, right? And this is a function, right? Therefore, the roots are 1 and 5. That is the x values only we'll have to take as the roots. So x is equal to x coordinates at the above points are 1 and 5. So the solution set is 1 and 5. That is x equal to 1, x equal to 5 is the solution set for the given function. But we need to introduce y, because we will be able to draw a graph only when you have points in terms of x and y. Okay, so this is how this problem is done. I hope you've understood it. If not, please go through this one more time, it will become clear. Thanks for watching this video.